Ladies and gentlemen, geeks and nerds, welcome back to another episode of Road to HermitCraft, and you've caught me in the midst of getting our resources for this week's build. And this week we are going to build a ship that I've been waiting to build for a very long time. I've had some ideas and stuff, and yeah, this week we are going to build the Starship Enterprise. Oh yes, and I'll talk about more of the detail of it later on. But first of all, we need to get some quartz because this is going to need quite a lot of it, a lot of quartz stairs, in fact, in particular. But we'll get onto the build a bit later on. This week we had a bit of a guessing game in Discord. You guys were trying to guess what we were building, and yeah, you got it right, Rosie. It's the Starship Enterprise. But the question is, which version? Oh yeah, there's been quite a few different versions of the Enterprise there, but yeah, we'll talk about that later. And yeah, so I need the quartz, as I said, and we also need a whole bunch of white concrete. They're the two kind of key ingredients. So once I've done this, I'm going to go and farm up a whole bunch of that stuff, and then I'll meet you at the end and we can get building. Here we are inside the Falcon, and yeah, I think I've got all the bits and pieces I need. Well, at least to start off with anyway. I'm sure there's other things I'm going to need. But yeah, let me show you a few things. So first of all, last week we did the whole obsidian towers. And here is the very last block. I named it, stuck it here for now, so temporary thing for the time being. But yeah, we'll probably find a good home for that in the Death Star at some point. And here are all the obsidian that we mined up. Quite a lot. So that's all there. I've still got a whole bunch of that stuff from the top half that we did back at the base. So I'll transport this back at some point in the future. But for this build, let's have a look what we've got. We've got all of this quartz, which took quite some time to get hold of. We've got a bunch of bone blocks, more quartz here. And here is some initial bits of concrete. We've got some sand and gravel over here, ready for the next batch. And we're ready to go. So I'm going to grab some of this concrete because we're going to need some to start with. Alright, so let's talk about this build. So this week we are building the Enterprise, as I said before. And the Enterprise is one of my most favourite ships in all of Sci-Fi. And first of all, let's talk about why I chose the Enterprise, I guess, is a good thing as any to start with. So we're over here, and this is the goodies, if you like. We're going this way, so it has to be a goodie ship. And also I was thinking that we've got this portal, and what happens when you jump in it? It's almost like you're beaming down to the surface, right? So yeah, this is going to be our transporter pad once it's all enclosed and inside the ship. And I've got plans to do the inside as well as the outside, and yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. So yeah, let's get started. So I can just start placing some of these blocks down as I talk. And I guess the first question is, which version of the Enterprise are we building? So there's been a whole bunch of different versions from the original 60s TV show, NCC-1701, all the way up to A, B, C, D, E. I think E was the last one maybe. But yeah, the one we are going to build is the Starship Enterprise from the Wrath of Khan, which is the original serial number, but it's the refitted body. So the body will look slightly different from the 60s TV show, but yeah, it's the ship from the Wrath of Khan. And that's one of my favourite ships, as I said. And yeah, this is going to be pretty epic. So I'm going to stick a couple of pictures up on the screen so you can see what we're aiming for, and then at the end we'll see how close I get to it. So yeah, have a look, see what you think. So let's talk about the plan going forward then. So normally for episodes, I like each episode to be quite self-contained and have like its own project, and I'll try and get the project finished in the episode. Now this build I think is going to take more than one episode, so my plan is to allow this episode and next episode to get this ship done, which I think is a good thing because I spent a lot of time in creative. I'm not a natural builder, so I have to kind of work at it, and that takes a lot of time out of my recording schedule. So yeah, I think that will work out quite nicely. But yeah, this is going to be super cool. So we're going to start off with like the main body that's underneath, if you like, and that's going to house the portal. We're going to have the back, which is going to be that way. It's going to have the cargo bay doors. You can fly inside. That's how you're going to get access. And then the dish is going to be up here somewhere around there. And then obviously we're going to have the two nacelles at the back that way. So we'll probably start off with the body area, do the nacelles next, and then we'll do the dish last, I think. Not sure how far we get in this episode, but we'll see. And to give you an idea of size, it's going to be approximately 100 blocks long from end to end, and approximately 50 blocks across. So not a small build. And I think I haven't done accurate calculations, but it's going to be about 10,000 blocks ish. So yeah, not a small build at all, but I think it's going to be really good. I'll try to spend some time making sure the details there as well as the shape, and I think it looks all right. But I'll be interested in what you guys think. So I think yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build up a bit more of this and sort of do some jump cuts. I really wish I had replay mod because I'm really missing that now, because that's a really good way to show progress. And there's a tweet today to say that they are going to work on replay mod for 1.13, just waiting for Forge to be a bit more stable, and then that's going to come. So yeah, that is coming in the future, which is super good news. So yeah, let me build up a bit more of this, and once I've got something worth showing, I'll bring you back. Alright, so I've made some progress, and I'm just going to give you a quick look. So if we fly it this way and turn around, here is this circle here is going to be the deflector dish at the front, and if we go this way a bit and fly underneath, you can kind of see the bottom of it. This is kind of like the shape of it. Looks like a boat at the moment, but yeah, it's all going to come together nicely. And we've mixed in. Let's see if I can land here. Oh no, I can't. If we look around this way, do it properly. Here we go. Yeah, we can see we've mixed in some bone blocks, trying to get some texture in there, trying to get some differentiation. And we're using a lot of these quartz stairs to kind of round off the squareness of it all. So yeah, so far so good. This is a lot slower than creative. Jeez, you're trying to pillar out. So what I'm doing is I've got another instance of Minecraft running at the same time, and I can look at that one and kind of compare it to this and try and build as I go. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Yeah. So one thing which is possibly slightly controversial, but I'm interested in what you think. So I was looking around at the HermitCraft data packs that they've got, and they've got a data pack that gives you slightly increased stairs for when you craft stairs, to make it fair based on the number of blocks you actually use up. And I thought, because I'm using a lot of these stairs and quartz is quite expensive, I thought I'd give that data pack a try. So yeah, if I craft up these stairs, you actually get 8 stairs instead of the normal 4. I think it is. Is it 4 or is it 6? I can't remember. Anyway, it's a couple more extra stairs, so you don't lose any materials basically. So yeah, I'm going to try that out, see how we get on. But yeah, this is it so far. So you can see this is going to come out a couple more blocks this way, kind of go round. And like I said, this is going to be the deflector dish at the front. So we're going to fill this in with some lights and some blue glass and stuff like that. And yeah, you can see, yeah, it's going to be quite big. So the top of this thing going to go over here, sort of up to there. So it just encompasses the whole of the portal. And then, yeah, I've got to get on with the rest of it. So this is the progress so far. And yeah, let me do a bit more and I'll come back with you shortly. So the main body is almost done. I'm just putting the finishing touches to this, which is the deflector dish. So as I do this, let me just show you what I'm up to. Yeah, so I'm just trying to get a bit of depth and interest in this thing. I think that goes... Where does that go? Goes there, that's it. And that goes on there, that goes there, and that one goes on there. That's it. Right, yeah, so this is the deflector dish, and yeah, so obviously plenty of light behind it. I'll try to get a bit of depth and some different colours. So there's some light blue glass and dark blue glass, bit of dark blue wool around the outside, and then a couple of layers of glass with some panes here as well. So yeah, hopefully that's going to look all right. So now let's get rid of this scaffolding. I need to remember where I've put it. I think this is the last one. Yep. All right, let's break this and then fly that way and see what you think so far. So let's go that way, fly, rockets. All right, here we go, and turn around. Shazam! Okay, so this is the back. I mean, this is the body shape. So you can see if I can get a good view. There's a deflector dish. There's where the photon torpedoes come out. Let's go this way for a bit. Look at the void. Turn around. Oh, I need to go down a bit. There we go. So here we see the insignia here, which is an egg in an item frame. That's my insignia. And the little, try to get that red, that kind of red flash down the side. Yes, there's some carpet, and you can see I've tried to mix in some bone blocks as well as the concrete to try and get a bit of differentiation. Obviously, got the the quartz stairs, and here's our portal inside, all nicely fitting in. That's what it looks like so far. Obviously, I've got an explosion of shulker boxes, and then at the back here, this is where we're going to fly in. So this is where our cargo bay doors are open. So we're going to be able to fly in here and get access to the portal. So in terms of the interior, I'm not going to focus on that today. That'll probably be next week. But yeah, basically the idea is we're going to fly in here. We'll have a little platform that will take us up to the portal up there. And then we'll be able to jump into the transporter that will take us to the overworld. And then I'm thinking might have another way down this way, and then we can walk through here. And then we're going to have maybe a turbo lift bubble column that takes us up to the bridge up there. So let's fly out again. In fact, I just want to land on top. So 1 second while I do this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, ah, dang it. All right, nailed it that time. Yeah, so we're getting a couple of Enderman spawns. I'm trying to light it up where I can and put some carpets down to hide lighting and cover up any spawning spaces. But yeah, I'm going to come back and sort of make sure there's no spawning spaces later on. But yeah, let's look at the top. So these bits here, this is where the arms are going to go out for the nacelles. So one here, one over here. And then this is the start of the neck that kind of goes up. And then we're going to have, if I can jump around here. Yes, this is the neck's going to go up here. And then the saucer section is going to be just over there. So yeah, I'm thinking that maybe sort of around here somewhere, we can have a bubble column that takes us up. And then a few steps maybe or something that takes us into the saucer section, which we'll decorate inside as the bridge of the Enterprise. So yeah, looking pretty nice. So far, so good. So I think the next thing is I might work on the nacelles next, and yeah, see how that turns out, and then it'll be the neck and then the saucer section at the end. All right, I'm not sure how much we're going to get done this episode, but I'm going to try and get as much of it done as possible. So yeah, another jump cut, and hi guy, I'll bring you back in a second. Oh no, I died. I just went away from my screen for 2 seconds and an Enderman come and got me. Uh-oh. Oh no. Right, hopefully I've left my backup gear in my ender chest. Oh, dang it. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Backup gear. Right, let's get this stuff on. Right, we need some elytra. And let's get a pick. That's that. Oh my gosh. I'm all flustering. Here we go, here we go. Grab a boat. Oh, logic. What a noob. I literally just looked away from my screen for just I was looking at what I'd done on the edit so far. What's going on with this boat? Jeez, boat. Hi, let's go. I just looked away from my screen just to check some of the edits I'd done so far, and then I could hear an Enderman, and I was thinking that's a bit strange. And then I realised what was going on. I flicked back, and yeah, I was dead. Oh no. Oh jeez. Right, ender chest. Oh no, the rockets are in the. Oh no! And I'm going to die again because I can't get over there without rockets. Oh, and the timer's going. Oh jeez. Goodbye! See you later, cruel world! Okay, back in the Falcon for a second time. Now let's go. Let's fly over here. Hopefully the stuff is all there still. Fly! Where did I die? Where did I die? Up here. Uh-oh, very precarious. At least there's some stuff. Some stuff definitely went over the void, I'm sure. Oh, there's not much here. Oh no. Logic. What a fool. It's all... Oh no. Oh, no. Oh, I was about to come and show you progress. Oh, but look at this. Anything else? No, that's it, I think. Right, let's see what have we got. Okay, not too bad. Kept our elytra, that's always a good thing. Sword. Leggings, boots. I've got all the armour we kept. I don't think there's anything that's... Yeah, we kept, I think, tools. Oh, we lost the pick. There's the pick. Yeah, we lost the pick. That's not too bad. We can replace that. I think the good thing is at the moment, at the position we are in this game, we're kind of enough through that we can replace what we need. So, okay, not too bad, but not great. All right, I was going to show you progress so far, which was this. So I've done the neck and the kind of wings here that go up. So the nacelle is going to be on here. I was going to say, look, it looks like some kind of weird space swan, but let's have a look at the space swan. Let's fly this way and then give you a look. There we go. Look, it's a space swan. There's its wings. Okay, right. Let's carry on then. Oh, jeez. And with a quick jump cut, we have made more progress. We've got the 2 nacelles in, so our ship can at least create a warp field around the ship. So let's go and take a look at this thing. Oh yeah, check it out. Here are the nacelles. So inside is just kind of blue, and this is this kind of lit up. It's kind of blue colour, which is kind of nice. Got these lines going across using carpet, and then on the outside it's similar, but instead of being blue, it's, if I can get around it, here we go, it's kind of this dark grey colour with the light grey carpet to create the lines. We'll have a proper look at this later once it's all done, but yeah, you get the feel for, that's the nacelle on that side. And let's go this way, turn around. Oh yeah, look at it. Let's see if we can get a good profile view. Not easy when you're flying, but there you go. And then this dirt, this is how far the saucer section is going to come out. So there we go, it comes out to here. So we've got a bit of space before the Falcon. And here we go. Woo! Looking nice. Looking nice. Alright, I've recovered from the death. Yeah, making some good progress. So let's just jump down here. Here we go. Notice this dirt I've left. Let's get rid of that. So yeah, so far so good. And yeah, I'll be interested in what you think about these kind of building episodes. I think if I had replay mod, I could make it more interesting and sort of so you can see me actually putting it together with you know, some music and stuff. And I tried using Logical Geekbot to do like a third person, but it didn't really work out all that well, so I'm gonna have to stick to jump cuts for this episode. But yeah, as I said earlier, replay mod is coming, so that will be good news. So yeah, there we are, just got to do this saucer section now. And yeah, I've got an interesting tip when we get to do the saucer section. So yeah, let me just build it up, and yeah, let's get to this piece of magic that is new in 1.13. Alright, so we're making good progress on the saucer section. I've just been going round and round in circles. So just coming to the end, which is a good sign. So this is going to be the outer circle, the outer edge of the saucer section. And it got me thinking, when the Next Generation first started, like the first season of the Next Generation, they seemed to, every episode, release the saucer section, separate it out. I'm sure there was like 10 episodes where they did exactly the same thing. Anyway, just made me chuckle to myself. But here you go. Here is the size of the saucer section. And yeah, we've got this concrete here, and obviously you've got these quartz stairs that go all the way around the edge, and it comes out to here. Look at this. Oh yes, what a view that is. Yeah, I've taken out all of the scaffolding from there, so we just got the scaffolding for the saucer section here. So yeah, that is good. We're making good progress, and yeah, I have to keep this lit up because Endermen just turn up and get in the way, and I don't want them killing me again. Not again. So yeah, all right. So I'm going to take a break now. I'm going to go off to Thorpe Park, which is a theme park in UK with a whole bunch of rides. So we're going to do that with the family, and then when I come back, probably in the morning, I'm going to continue with this. And yeah, get this thing finished up. All right, let's get down to the overworld and go to Thorpe Park. Beam me up, Scotty. All right, it is the next day, and I've been spending some time here getting the lighting sorted out. So I've got a whole bunch of sea lanterns here, as you can see, and I've been measuring them out so it's all symmetrical and evenly spaced out. And yeah, some glass underneath them, so when we look at this from underneath, it's all illuminated and looks cool. So that's good. So the last thing for the underneath is just to fill all of this in with some concrete and bone blocks. So we'll do that in a second. And then underneath here, if you could just see, this is where it kind of curves down. So that's the kind of shape of the underneath of the saucer section. So if you go in here, this is where it sort of comes down here. And yeah, got plenty of light here and some more glass, so we get the same kind of effect. So we look at some photos, and there's some definite like big areas of light that comes out. I guess these are supposed to be windows underneath. So this saucer section from the interior, so this is the neck here, and this is where the body is. So we're going to have some kind of elevator that's going to bring us up here, some kind of turbo lift, and then we're going to be able to walk this way and go into the bridge. Now technically in the Enterprise, this whole dish, or saucer section should I say, not dish, this whole saucer section is like a big living area with lots of rooms and stuff, and the bridge is only one small part of it at the top. But I'm just going to use some poetic license, and this whole thing is going to be the bridge. But yeah, we'll do the interior next week. So that's all to come. So yeah, that is the progress so far. Here's the impulse engines back here, got them in. So yeah, just got to fill this up and then just do the top. So the top is going to be very similar. It's going to go up here. We're going to have, instead of this going down here, we're going to have a bit that goes up here. So I think I'm just going to build all of that out, and then we'll come on to the special trick I mentioned earlier with 1.13, and we'll do that in a second. All right, let me get placing some blocks. And there's an Enderman. Dang it. I need to check for the light levels too, just to make sure. I think there's a couple of light level 7 blocks. So these two probably. Hi guys, don't give me in trouble, will you? All right, I'll catch you in a bit. And we are done. The ship is now complete. So let me give you a quick tour. So here we have the saucer section, and this bit that comes up here, this would be the actual bridge on the real ship. But yeah, as I said, we're going to use the whole saucer section inside to do that. But yeah, we've got a whole bunch of stuff here, so let's have a look around. So we've got our phaser banks right here. So we've got 2 there, 2 on the other side, 2 at the front. I'll tell you about this dirt in a second. And then yeah, hidden under some carpets, we've got lighting. We've also got little details like some green light over there, there's a red one over there. But what we'll do is, once I've given you this little look, we're going to go into Spectator Mode, which is what we use for our camera account, and have a good fly around and a good look properly. But there's one thing we have to do still, and yeah, this dirt has something to do with it. Obviously, if you're familiar with the Enterprise, you know that its serial number is right here at the front, NCC-1701. And I've been racking my brains about how I can get that onto the ship, because obviously we're dealing in Minecraft and we have these blocks and it's not so easy. So the first thing I thought about was maybe using maps, so we could go out somewhere and we could write those letters out on a map, and then, because now you can place maps on the floor, we could put those maps down. But that was a lot of work, because to get it to fit into this shape, I think it's something like, I would have need to have made something like 53 maps, I want to say. And each map is, I think it's 108 by 100, 128 by 128. So that is a lot of blocks. Too many blocks just for this. But I have an idea. And so let me show you something. So it's going to use these blocks right here, note blocks. So if I stick a note block down, it goes right down there. And if I press F3 and look at the note block, if you look over on the right hand side, you can see underneath targeted block, it says obviously note block, and then it's got instrument hat and note 0. Now that is important, and every time you click on this you change the note. So the note is now 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And the instrument is dictated by what block is underneath it. Now it turns out that there are 25 notes for one of these, and I think there's 10 instruments, I think. So that is a total of 250. Now why is that important? Well, you can create a texture for every single one of those. So you could have 250 custom blocks or custom textures in your map, in your game, in your world. So yeah, I went into Photoshop and I started creating a whole bunch of textures. So if I was to place this down here, check this out. And if every time I change the note, we get a different piece of the puzzle. Can you see where I'm going with this? So now, if I was to remove this dirt and have the big reveal, let's just get rid of all of this, and you can see that underneath, and let's get rid of F3, we have the serial number. Oh, check it out. Oh, genius. Brilliant. So I learnt about this from a video by a guy called Jancy. I think he's relatively well known. But yeah, I'll get a link to that in the description. It's a little tutorial that he's put together to show you how to do this with a data pack, and how you can change the textures to get this to work. But yeah, you can see all of these are different blocks. As I highlight each one, you can see that yeah, this is just a case of going to Photoshop, drawing this out, and then making it work with the texture system and the blocks. So I think yeah, that's all right. It's all vanilla. There's no kind of cheater here, just a bit of custom texturing. So I think that's acceptable. So why don't we hop into Spectator Mode and I'll give you a quick tour. there we have it, a little cinematic of the Enterprise. Oh yes, this has turned out brilliantly. It's turned out much better than I thought it would. Yeah, really pleased with how this has turned out. Yeah, because obviously I designed this up in Creative beforehand, so I knew what I was doing. But in Creative, I only really designed half of it because it's symmetrical. So this is the first time I've seen the whole thing in its all its glory, and it's really come together well. I'm really proud of it. So yeah. All right, let's have a quick look around. Yes, as I've shown you a few things already. So obviously we've got the serial number at the front. We can see our phaser banks, and we tried to put some little details in, like you get these little lights, like those. So we've used the item frames you can put on the floor now. So I've used those to do that. Obviously there's loads of hidden lighting underneath the carpets and bits and pieces underneath trapdoors. And yeah, here's our impulse engines at the back. And then yeah, our nacelles that create the warp field around the ship, all in there. And then obviously there's some thin lines that we had to recreate, so we used carpet for that. And yeah, little bits and pieces just here and there, some more lights on the top. So yeah, this is it. And if you look at the body here, so I've tried to, so here there's lots of windows in the ship of different sizes. So I'll try to give it a bit of depth and some differentiation with some stairs and some, some sea lanterns at the back there to give you the effect of little lights shining through. And here is the photon torpedo bays and the deflector dish, again trying to get some depth in there and some colour. And there's the logo, the insignia, an egg. All right, so yeah, pleased with how this has turned out. So I think there's one more thing I want to do before we finish up, and that is to update our map in the Death Star. So let's head on over there and see what this thing looks like. Here is our map wall that we're slowly building up. Yeah, we need to put some more ships in here for sure. So here is, so I've popped out these two maps and I've got them with me. So let's go and update them. So you can see here the pillars. So we haven't updated them since the pillars were taken out. So let's see what happens when we fly over here, see what updates. I brought the other one as well with the Falcon on in case we need to update that one too. But oh, look at this. Coming in, it's coming in. Oh yes, look at that. Look at that. That looks amazing. Oh, brilliant. Look at that. Right in the centre of the map as well. Oh yes. Right, let's go and stick this on the wall and see what it looks like. So here is the Enterprise on the map. Oh, that looks brilliant, doesn't it? Really good stuff. All right, so let's put this on the wall and see what it looks like with everything else. Oh, check it out. Let's get into position. Look at this. Brilliant. That looks fantastic. Oh yes. So yeah, we do need to start building up some more ships here. So that's obviously on the list. I've got a big list of a whole bunch of different ships. I think I know what I'm going to do to hide the end gateway, which is just there. So there's definitely going to be a ship that goes around there. And we need some more baddie ships. We need some TIE fighters and some Star Destroyers and all sorts of other bits and pieces. Yeah, I think the Death Star can take care of itself, But yeah, it'd be good to get some more in here. And obviously this is not totally to scale. Look at the size of the Enterprise compared to the Death Star. Yeah, so yeah, just a bit of poetic license there when it comes to the size of these things. But you get the idea. So yeah, really pleased with how this turned out. And yeah, fantastic. Looking forward to getting some more ships in here. So I think that'll do it for today. So if you enjoyed the episode, then please hit that like button. And if you're new, then feel free to subscribe. And if you've got any comments or suggestions or anything like that, then get it in that comment section. All right, my geeks, until next time, I will see you later.